At the end, I was asking about the movie, and I asked them about that one particular part where everybody's talking, and they all cried out Epstein Island. And I went, oh, okay. Now I understand what we're up against.
Wow.
Epstein Island isn't the only.
So after years of being blackballed by Hollywood, Mel Gibson just made a major comeback after several videos of him exposing the industry and Epstein, all the way back in the 90s, leaked all over the internet. Mel was the last person anyone was expecting to be the good guy in this story because of all the high-profile controversies he had been involved in. But it turns out that he might be a lot of things, but he is definitely not one of them monsters on the files. And word on the street is, his refusal to join in on these ritualistic activities is actually the real reason why his career was buried. And he warned us time and time again. He even produced a movie, Sound of Freedom, that was supposed to open up our eyes. And now everything is making sense. Whatever was portrayed in the movie, the reality is far worse. Okay, so as most of you know by now, Epstein has been the #1 trending topic on the internet after over 3 million files, including thousands of videos and images of the elites doing crazy things to women, was released by the DOJ. The worst part is that these files aren't even everything. There is more evidence that they haven't put out because it has the power to turn the entire country upside down. The files contained videos of girls getting chased around by Epstein and other grown men in just their undies. Some of these photos are so horrific that I cannot even describe them here. It's unclear what was done to them to get them in that state, but I'm pretty sure you know, just like I know, that whatever it was, wasn't good. In fact, in one of the emails Epstein sent to his people, he said, and I quote, "They are like shrimp. You throw away the top, keep the body." Girl, this docs just confirmed what we have all feared. And so far, not a single arrest has been made besides Epstein, and people are speculating that he might just be alive. And his girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is in a luxury prison with a whole pet. You cannot make this up. And don't even get me started on the 330 gallons of sulfuric acid that Epstein reportedly bought in 2018.
At the end, I was asking about the movie, and I asked them about that one particular part where everybody's talking, and they all cried out Epstein Island. And I went, oh, okay. Now I understand what we're up against.
Wow.
Epstein Island isn't the only island out there.
Some things, once heard, can never be unheard. Jim Caviezel has spent years trying to tell you something. He's been called a conspiracy theorist. He's been blacklisted. He's even been mocked by late-night hosts who should have been listening instead of laughing. His film Sound of Freedom exposed the reality of child trafficking, but it was buried by the industry and dismissed by the very people who claim to care about children. But Caviezel didn't stop. He kept speaking. And now, he's revealing something even darker. Jim is now alleging he begged Ellen DeGeneres to help save the kids on Epstein Island. He says he reached out directly to her and pleaded with her to use her platform to speak out and do something, but she never did. Now, Caviezel is naming names and exposing the network, laying out the connections between Hollywood's elite and the island that was supposed to stay hidden. Today, we examine Jim Caviezel's warnings, his desperate plea to Ellen DeGeneres, and the question that haunts everything. Who else knew, and who chose to stay silent?
The Ellen situation.
Yeah.
You know, people found out that Ellen was mean, and all these people came out and said, Ellen's actually... And then we're like, whoa,
Yeah.
I can't believe it. And she lost everything. She fell apart, disappeared, because people found out that this character that she was portraying in a half an hour on a television show is not really who she was.